Hi there BookTube, it's time for a haul. This month I've got a few books to show you from all sorts of different genres, so we'll dive straight in. The first one I got is the 5th instalment in the Sidney Chambers Grantchester series, and this is called Sidney Chambers and the Dangers of Temptation by James Runcie. Now, this is the 5th one in the series. I actually have all of the books in the series now, and I've not read them yet, but I've got them in these lovely hardback editions, and I've got the series to watch yet that's been on the television that I've not watched, and it's that British cosy crime. It's a vicar, I think, or a priest investigating, you know, murders and crimes in a village, and I just know I'm going to like it, so I got that one. Next one I've got is Descender Volume 2 by Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nguyen, and that continues the story of the little robot Tim, who is thought to hold the key to the reason why the earth has been taken over and destroyed by the machines, and I absolutely love it. The story's brilliant, the artwork's fantastic. I'll just find you some of the pictures in there, and I love the characters in it. I don't hate any of them in it. And so yeah, thoroughly recommend it, so I can't wait to see what happens next in the story. The next one I've got is the Dorling Kindersley literature book, and this is just a general overview of literature, and it's done in a chronological order, so it's the different movements and the story of like different authors that sort of changed the way things were at each time in their lives. And it's part of a series, and they have other ones, it says on the back, all the different ones that they do, and there are things like politics, psychology, movies, science, sociology, business, religions, economics, those kind of things. So it looks like a real sort of snapshot. It's got lovely pictures and illustrations in it, and things are sort of set out as like just a snapshot overview. And for people like me who love books and reading, but I haven't studied literature beyond GCE level, this will probably serve to be a really good companion to the books I'm reading. And I bought this purely because Eleanor found these books and showed it on her channel, Eleanor Reads Books, and most of the time with everything that I buy these days, Eleanor is often responsible for everything that I buy, because she always seems to find something really great and something that I absolutely need. All the books I'm going to show you next are the books that I got when we did our BookTuber book crawl on Saturday the 25th of June, and that was part of the Independent Bookshop week, and we went around London and got lots and lots of different books from loads and loads of different shops. We walked for miles and miles and miles, so I'll show you what we got there. This one was given to me and put in my hand by Caitlin from Kitty G, and this apparently is a steampunk book, which I've never read a steampunk book before, and I didn't really understand what steampunk was, but apparently it says on the front it's a novel of vampires, werewolves and parasols. So it's kind of like things set in like the Victorian Gothic era, but then it's got machines and magical realism and things like that. So it sounds absolutely great, and she thoroughly recommended this one as a place to start. And this is Gail Carragher's Soulless, and it's an Alexia Tarabotti novel, so if I like that, it looks like there might be more in the series, so I'll let you know how I get on. And it says on the back, first, she has no soul; second, she's a spinster whose father is both Italian and dead; third, she was rudely attacked by a vampire, breaking all standards of social etiquette. Where to go from there? From bad to worse, apparently, for Alexia accidentally kills a vampire, and then the appalling Lord Macon, loud, messy, gorgeous and werewolf, is sent by Queen Victoria to investigate. With unexpected vampires appearing and unexpected vampires disappearing, everyone seems to believe Alexia is responsible. Can she figure out what is actually happening to London's high society? Will her soulless ability to negate supernatural powers prove useful or just plain embarrassing? Finally, who is the real enemy? And do they have treacle tart? It sounds absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to that one. The next one I got is These Shallow Graves by Jennifer Donnelly, and this has got an absolutely beautiful cover. And this is set in New York in 1890. And this says, Josephine Montfort is from one of New York's most respected and wealthiest families. Like most affluent girls, Jo's future is set, a comfortable life in a suitable marriage, but her heart can't help yearning for more. And then her father is found dead. It was supposedly a tragic accident, although some details don't seem to quite add up. Was it really an accident, or worse, murder? With the help of a young reporter, Eddie Gallagher, Jo is in a race against time to find the culprit. Escaping her gilded cage could be dangerous, and Jo will have to face some dark characters on the gritty streets of New York, but some secrets can't stay hidden forever, no matter how deep you bury them. So it says on the back, murder, morgues, asylums, dirty secrets, and a slow-burning romance in this epic historical thriller. So that just sounds the kind of thing that I like. I like a dark gothic thriller. The next one is an ARC copy, and this is The House at the Edge of Night by Catherine Banner. And that's for an ARC copy. That's got a beautiful cover on it as well. And inside it says, let me try and read it and hold the cover up at the same time. A crumbling house rumoured to have survived 4 earthquakes sits on the edge of the island of Castle Mere. Intrigued by the building, the locals believe it to be cursed. The island's disgraced doctor, Amado Esposito, sets out to restore the house at the edge of the night. Home for the Esposito family for generations, it withstands a century of turmoil. The overgrown terrace witnesses long-running feuds, nurtures unexpected friendships, and becomes the stage for great love affairs. It's a place alive with stories, legends, and sometimes miracles. That sounds really good as well. The next one I got is Patrick DeWitt's, and it's Under Major Domo Minor. And I bought this purely because I read The Sisters Brothers by Patrick DeWitt, and that was a book that I would never normally read, but it was recommended and by booksellers, and I read it and it was a Western and I absolutely loved it. So I'm quite keen to read what else Patrick DeWitt produces, and it says on the back that this one is friendless and loveless, young and aimless, Lucian Lucy Minor has little to recommend him. Until that is, he accepts employment assisting the major domo of the remote forbidding castle of the Baron von Ox, or something like that. Here he meets thieves, madmen, aristocrats is Disney. Oh. And a delicate beauty named Clara, who is, unfortunately, already involved with an exceptionally handsome partisan soldier. Thus begins a tale of polite theft, bitter heartbreak, domestic mystery, and cold-blooded murder, in which every aspect of human behaviour is laid bare. There's kind of a bit of a theme with these books. They're all a bit country housey, kind of castle, kind of murder, kind of deep secrets, kind of gothic. Just the kind of thing I like. The next one I got is Beauty is a Wound by Eka Kurnia. It's an Indonesian book. Sorry, I probably completely made a mess of her name. And this one storm-swept afternoon, after 21 years of being dead, the beautiful Indonesian prostitute Dewi Ayu rises from her grave to avenge a curse placed on her family. Amidst the orange groves and starfruit trees, her children and grandchildren have been living out lives of violence, incest, murder, madness and heartbreak. They are creatures of breathtaking beauty, all but one of them, whose ugliness is unparalleled and beauty is her name. Set in the mythical Indonesian town of Halimunda, Beauty is a Wound is a bawdy epic tale of fearsome women and weak-willed men, communist ghosts and vengeful spirits, chaste princesses and ruthless bandits. It is also a satirical portrait of Indonesia's painful past, journeying through almost a century of brutality, from Dutch colonialism and Japanese occupation to revolution, independence and dictatorship. Weaving together history with local legend, Eka Kurnia spins a fantastical masterpiece in which darkness and light dance hand in hand. That sounds absolutely fabulous, and look how beautiful that cover is as well. That's absolutely gorgeous. And then the final one I've got to show you is again another art copy, and this is The French Lesson by Hallie Rubenhold. That's what it says there on the back. and that's just the ARC copy with a nice lovely picture of a guillotine on it. And this says it's set in revolutionary Paris in 1792. As the slice of the guillotine echoes outside, within the gilded salons of high society, a young English woman is about to become the pawn in a vicious female power game. And Lucy Worsley, who I have an absolute girl crush on, the historian, says it's a dark, stylish and totally absorbing novel, so that's good enough for me. So I'm really looking forward to this one. So that's it for the book haul so far for June. Let me know if you've read any of these. Let me know what you're reading. Let me know what you think if you have read any of these and which you recommend that I might tackle first. And I'll see you all soon. Bye!